Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayed. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Terrapins! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Got it behind the line. It's Pineda. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Flying down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Maryland! He some open space and turn on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going over the top. It's a big stride inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to barge in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Man, and these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. He might want another play. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Catch in the middle. It's White. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick completion to the right. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Deflected near the end zone.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Terrapins line it up with a 1st and goal. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They'll run it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Pulls it in, it's White. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Terrapins looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left in.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Maybe.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the...
There he goes! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Washington. Back open in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Off the RPO, complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Terrapins want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Washington. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Manning. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not. Or he moves the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll let that one go and it'll roll out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The play-action fake. Under fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Washington. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Manning. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Terrapins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he tacks on the extra point. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the middle. The short hands, it's Williams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He got it! Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers. They scored on gadget plays. An all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge...
It's a fumble! Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Off the play fake on first down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fighting off the defender. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations. Differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Washington. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got him, and nobody's close. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And give give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is useful.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Terrapins just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Gonna run it. It's Manning. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes a grab past the marker. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.